We're back for another Bengals PSA. It's going to be the last one for a while. But last week I said I would say something on the Burrow news, and I bit my tongue. I didn't want to be called a fake fan, so I didn't say what I really want to say, which is what I'm saying now. Burrow should not come close to suiting up until 2026. I think last week people got in the idea of like, oh, beat the Steelers, he comes back, we can run the table, still make the playoffs. That's not going to happen. Even if he comes back, they're not going to run the table. If he came back at Thanksgiving, it's Ravens, Bills, Ravens. We're not winning all three of those. Burrow is never good in the first few games when he starts. He always struggles early in the year. He picks it up as the year goes on. He hasn't been playing. He's going to be rusty and he's going to be immobile. We cannot let him come back this year. It's ridiculously irresponsible. With that being said, there are three things I think Bengals fans need to keep in mind. One, this week, Patriots fans. It stinks. Rooting against your team stinks. But there's a world in where we beat the Patriots this week at home, and the front office and coaching staff think, okay, we can run the table if Joe comes back and still make the playoffs. This team is not going to make this playoffs. This team's season was over when we lost to the New York Jets. That was it. You have to have the Patriots win this week because that will slam the door on the whole Burrow come back, make the playoffs, salvage the season nonsense. Two, I get that everyone's on the fire Zach Taylor train. I am too. I've been saying it since 2023. The first comment on all these Bengals posts shouldn't be fire Zach Taylor. It has to be fire Duke Tobin. I don't think Zach Taylor or any of the staff is surviving this year. I think it's been that big of a disaster. I think they're losing the locker room. You can see it in the comments. I think they're done no matter what. The Browns have shown that if you make enough noise, they will make some real changes. They will make some changes. I think if the fans get so specific against Duke Tobin, maybe they actually remove him, and he's the one we need gone. It's just the reality. Duke Tobin is the problem. We're not going to get new ownership, so we need a real GM that can scout talent with a limited scouting staff, or they can convince the ownership to add more scouts, which Duke obviously can't do. It should be fire Duke Tobin. Third thing is, I know everyone's bashing the young kids, especially like Barrett Carter's just getting destroyed on social media. Maybe pull back on that a little for a couple reasons. One, the season's over, so it doesn't matter anymore. Two, these are kids, so they're probably pretty impacted and active on social media. And three, the rest of the year needs to be evaluating anyone and everyone who could maybe be part of this future. I think on defense, that's Trey, that's DJ. I think it's Dax Hill and probably Shamar. He's going to get his chances. Everyone else should be under evaluation, including Barrett Carter. So maybe be a bit more supportive towards the youth. I think there's a real world where the Bengals can compete next year if some of these guys rebound and you no longer need to replace 9 starters, but only like 4 or 5. I'll post more on fixing the Bengals later, but I'm telling you, keep those three things in mind, and we can turn this around pretty quick.